Raila Amolo Odinga died in India. And for me, I think he was betrayed by the loved ones. He died without the loved ones being so close. There are very many stories that come out to say that any person who is going to die, at least he must have his loved ones close. When you're going to die, you see your daughter, your wife, your children. Even when you go, at least you'll go with that memory. Even your loved ones go with that memory. Raila died with his bodyguard alone. Not even his child, not even his wife. They were in Nairobi. There's a video that went viral when Raila Amolo Odinga was in theater when they're going to, I think the doctor came out to say that they are putting a ventilator in his heart after he had fallen down. This is the video. So that is Raila Amolo Odinga being treated in India. You know, by the way, people don't forget that India is one of the countries that has the best health care at a cheaper price. In fact, very many Africans, when you go to Germany, America, they have good health care, but it's quite expensive, based on $1. So even people try to go to India because India's currency is not far away from most of the African currencies. So Raila Amolo Odinga being in theater with the loved ones, it shows a vote of no confidence to his family. At least Ido Odinga would have been around. Okay, even if it was not Ido Odinga, because Ido Odinga is also 75. By the virtue of their age, that's a grandmother. Maybe he also have some sickness of maybe going on a plane. But at least Raila Amolo Odinga deserved to die with his loved ones close. So the video when they're hoping Raila is that Raila Amolo Odinga didn't deserve to die that way. He deserved to die in a private way, not everyone knowing how he died. Okay? But that all is vanity when it comes to life. When it comes to life of this world. One of the greatest, like Raila Amolo Odinga lying down in hospital in India, it shows how things are difficult. So tomorrow, Raila Amolo Odinga is going to be buried in I think Siaya, if I'm not mistaken, Siaya. Okay? And it's going to be a sad day. It's going to be one of the days that we shall never forget. Okay? Let me first show you the picture after Raila Amolo Odinga had been worked on. I think this is the picture. That is the picture when Raila Amolo Odinga was, I think, this is a nursery or what is happening? ICU. Lying alone. Imagine if Ido Odinga was there. Imagine if his children were there. But he lied on the hospital bed. Jacom, rest in peace. When we are writing the history of Kenyan's history, we are going to write about Raila Amolo Odinga. We shall write not even a book, a full page of how Raila Amolo Odinga was able to sacrifice for this country. Because, and he did that, he sacrificed a lot. He did a lot of things for Kenya to become a democracy. He did a lot of things for Kenya to be where it's supposed to be. And that is what is happening. Okay? Raila Amolo Odinga today is going to be buried. Look at him lying helplessly in ICU without his family. Raila died a painful death. Raila died a lonely man in the hospital. And these questions are supposed to be asked. In India, with no family, at 8 years. Of course, I'm part of the person who came out to say that a person who dies at 8, at least he has lived for something. Most especially like a person who's Raila has something to show in terms of mentoring politicians, in terms of grooming leaders, in terms of streamlining and fighting for democracy of the country. Because you will never talk about multipartyism without Raila Amolo Odinga. You cannot talk about the 2010 constitution without Raila Amolo Odinga. There are fundamental issues he fought for as the gentleman of Kenya. Of course, that's my opinion. Remain yours truly. Please subscribe. Peace.